Good morning, children. In previous class, in agriculture chapter, we have seen the meaning of agriculture and which factors influence the agriculture, and also on what are the methods of agriculture. The methods of agriculture generally divided into two types. So based on the availability of land, you have seen two types, that is intensive agriculture and extensive agriculture based on the availability of land. And coming to the based on the objectives of cultivation. Based on the objectives of cultivation, agriculture is of two types. Based on the availability, based on the objectives of cultivation. Objectives of cultivation. There are two types. One is subsistence agriculture and another one is commercial agriculture. Based on the objectives of cultivation, agriculture is divided into two types: subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. So, what is subsistence agriculture? Again, subsistence agriculture is of two types: primitive subsistence agriculture and intensive subsistence agriculture. First of all, what is subsistence agriculture? So, subsistence agriculture means the agriculture, the type of agriculture where the people are poor. It is particularly practiced in where the people are poor. And that type of agriculture particularly practiced in small sized farms, small land holdings, not large land holdings. That is another one. And even not only the people are poor, where there is more density of population, there that is practiced. Subsistence of agriculture is generally practiced where the density of population is high. And if you see the world map, you can find where the density of population is more. And we will discuss that also under primitive subsistence and intensive subsistence, particularly primitive subsistence. And what is subsistence agriculture means? In this type of agriculture, most of the crops are grown by the farmers to meet their self-consumption. Just to meet their self-consumption. What is self-consumption means? For example, a farmer wants 10 bags of paddy, 10 bags of rice for his family. So he grows 10 bags of rice, and he may grow more than that. But after utilizing all those 10 bags of rice, after keeping all those 10 bags of rice, the left is only sold to the market. The surplus is sold, which is left after his self-consumption. So he expects how much is required to his family. The left is only sold in the market. So such type of agriculture is subsistence agriculture. That means farmers grow crop particularly to meet their livelihood, not for earning money. So such type of agriculture is generally called subsistence agriculture. In this example, if the farmer grows 15 bags, he keeps 10 bags and remaining 5 bags he uses to sell in the market. So such type of agriculture is called subsistence agriculture. And coming to the other features of subsistence agriculture, here the manpower is very important. Why? Because the people are poor, they don't use more machinery, and also the technology which is used is very poor, and they use less technology, it is not mechanized. That's why manpower is very important, and family members only involved in such type of agriculture, and they do such type of farming with the help of the domestic animals. They use cattle, they use other types of tools which are made by them only. They don't go for mechanization. That means they may not use tractors, they may not use other important machinery which is required to take up the agricultural activities. So such a way the subsistence agriculture is practiced, is done particularly where there is more density of population. And coming to the types of subsistence agriculture. So in this subsistence agriculture you can see two more. The first important, primitive subsistence and intensive subsistence. So primitive means, that means somewhat poor. Primitive means somewhat poor, somewhat, that is somewhat traditional. So in case of primitive subsistence, what actually takes place? How agriculture is done? In case of primitive subsistence, that is particularly primitive subsistence is also called shifting cultivation. So shifting cultivation, already I mentioned, the subsistence agriculture is practiced where the population is more, where the density of population is more. Particularly this primitive subsistence agriculture is practiced in particularly Asia and South and Central America, and also in Southeast Asia, where it is practiced particularly in some parts of Southeast Asia, and also not it is A means here Africa. Remember, A means Africa, and South and Central America and Southeast Asia. Now see, even in the present day worksheet also you have got map pointing. Some numbers are given in the map in the question paper, and you have to write which country is there in that number. So come see, I will show where that subsistence agriculture is practiced. See for example Africa. So Africa, in Africa particularly this is called, they have mentioned the name, that is site mean here. See here, site mean in Africa. What shifting cultivation is called in Africa? Site mean in Africa. They have not mentioned particular country here, Africa. Particularly in tropical region, they have mentioned tropical region. Tropical region means particularly below 23.5 degree north and below 23.5 degree down here. That is, this is 23.5 degree approximately. So here Tropic of Capricorn below this, and Tropic of Cancer here below this. So in this part, particularly Central Africa, this subsistence agriculture is practiced. Now coming to the South and Central America. See here, this is South America. This is South and Central America. So this is South and Central America. This is Central America. This part is called Central America. Particularly Argentina. See the country Argentina. In Argentina, this primitive subsistence agriculture is called, they have given the name, particularly they have not given the particular country, but in Central America it is called milpa. What it is called in Central America? It is called milpa. The primitive subsistence agriculture is called milpa in Central America. Understood? Now coming to the Southeast Asia. This is Southeast Asia. This is all Asia, but it is Southeast Asia. And here they have given two names to you. One is Philippines, and another one is Indonesia. This is all Indonesia. Philippines and Indonesia. In Philippines it is called, they have given Kainjin. But it is Kainjin in Philippines. And in Indonesia it is called Ladang. In Indonesia, see, this is all Indonesia. Don't go up. This is Malaysia again, but only this part is called Indonesia. So it is in Philippines it is called Kainjin, whereas in Indonesia it is called Ladang. Remember. Okay. So in this way, the primitive subsistence agriculture is called with different names, and even in Northeast India also. Northeast India, in our country, it is called Jhum cultivation. What it is called? Jhum cultivation. Remember, Jhum cultivation in Northeast India. In this way, the primitive subsistence agriculture is also called shifting cultivation. Why it is called shifting cultivation? Because particularly they use slash and burn method in order to clear a particular area. They clear the plants, they cut the trees, and whenever soil loses its fertility, they shift to other area. They move to other area. That's why this is called shifting cultivation, and this shifting cultivation is particularly in Africa and South and Central America, Southeast Asia. Particularly you can see this primitive subsistence agriculture, which is called shifting cultivation. In Philippines it is called kainjin. In Central America it is called milpa. In Indonesia it is called ladang. In Africa it is called saitmin, and in Northeast India it is called june. Remember all this. And how the cultivation is possible? Cultivation is done by clearing certain area by using slash and burn method. Slashing is nothing but cutting. Burning means they burn the entire the plants which have been cut by them, and a few years after they move to other places, and the land holdings, the land holding size is very small. That means they use very small size of land holdings, and particularly they use primitive methods only to do agriculture. Primitive methods. The technology is old and they use primitive methods to do agriculture. That means they don't go for mechanization. They don't go for modernization in agriculture. In such a way, we see primitive subsistence agriculture. And because of this agriculture, you have got two important problems. One is soil erosion and deforestation. That these two you have to observe. What are the two important problems of this primitive subsistence agriculture? Two important problems. What are the two important problems? The two important problems is, the first important one is soil erosion and deforestation. These two important problems arise because of this primitive subsistence agriculture. Remember, two problems. Soil erosion, that means whenever you disturb a certain piece of land which has actually different kinds of plants, automatically soil is disturbed, soil erosion takes place. At the same time, deforestation, that is indiscriminate cutting of forests, the indiscriminate cutting of trees is called deforestation. So whenever you clean certain area, automatically that leads to deforestation. In such a way, we can see the problems of primitive subsistence agriculture, and even the soil loses its natural powers. That also natural powers, particularly it loses its fertility. Now coming to the final one, intensive subsistence agriculture. In case of intensive subsistence agriculture, we use small land holdings and we use large number of laborers. That is the second important feature. The first important one, here we use small land holdings and we use large number of laborers. Particularly the intensive subsistence agriculture is practiced in Asia, remember, and particularly which is the predominant crop in this intensive subsistence agriculture means rice. Which is the predominant crop, that is rice, and other type of crops which are grown in this intensive subsistence agriculture means wheat is grown, corn is grown, pulses are also grown, and sugarcane is also grown in the intensive subsistence agriculture. And in this intensive subsistence agriculture also the family members actually participate, and the yield per person is low. Yield per person is low, yield per hectare is more in this intensive subsistence agriculture. Why? Because more people involved in this type of agriculture. So once again, faster in this type of agriculture, small land holdings are used, large number of laborers are used, particularly it is practiced in Asia, and particularly which is the dominant crop means rice, and other types of crops are grown in this intensive subsistence agriculture is wheat, corn, pulses and sugarcane, and family members only involved in this type of intensive subsistence agriculture, and yield per person is low. Okay, so in the remaining types we see in the next video.